Goedemiddag mensen, as the beginning of the video should be, is me mowing for the last 4 weeks. Every weekend I started by taking it down short, ran through with the groomer. On the Sunday did it again, realized I might not be getting the kind of tight result or the fine result that I'm looking for. So the following weekend I took it down a little bit shorter, went from I think it was 12 millimeters down to 10 millimeters, did that again, groom, mow the second day. Still didn't get what I was after, so last weekend I went for 6 millimeters. I then pulled the Verticut through it, the little prototype 17-inch Protea that I was giving a try out. I wanted to do a proper video on it, so don't consider this the proper video, but I needed to use that car, get really aggressive and chop all those runners right down into the ground with that Verticut, and that worked, especially with the 6 millimeter mow. It did make Frankenstein's blade nice and blunt, so in the last month I have backlapped that guy 2 or 3 times already. But yeah, she's chopping nice and clean now, and I'm gonna leave it on the not so aggressive stuff moving forward. So I've moved the mower up now, sitting at 8 millimeters, and even though it looks nice and sculpted, which it is, especially when you look at it like that, you'll think, Travis, this is just a sculpt lawn. But if you look up close, it is, if this will focus nicely, hundreds of perfectly green little grass babies. There are still some runners every here and there. Those guys will get chopped up in time. So eventually I'm going to get it where the majority of the surface is kind of like this, but tighter and without the runners. But of course that's going to take some effort. That little patch I'm not taking quite as seriously. You can tell it's a bit greener. It's being mowed at 8 millimeters, but you know, on top of the density. So a bit of a cheat of an 8 millimeters. I've mentioned what that's like in previous videos. It's, you just keep mowing, especially when you only do one pass at a height of cut. The next weekend when you go and do it again, all that's happened is you've mowed on top of your turf's density. You haven't mowed a true height of cut. I am not going to be doing that this season or any longer. I am aiming for as close to proper maintenance as possible. So next steps, just a view from the other side, is over the next week or two, probably next weekend, I think at the rate that this is growing now, especially since we've had some rain, is that I'm going to put down some plant growth regulator. I might even do it tomorrow, given how good the little grass babies are under this. So even though it looks a little bit sculpted and full of stompies, if there's a leaf, you could put a foliar product onto it. So next steps is plant growth regulator, nitrogen, let it grow, see what happens. All right, and here's one of whatever you call these shots. I think I'm on the road to success here. 8 millimeters on the way. Alright, well I made the mistake of waiting until the afternoon to catch a bit of a breather from the heat to mow the lawn. This is what the lawn looks like now. That's what the weather looks like now. So let's see if we can mow real quick just to get it done. The light is not perfect, but that's what she looks like now. Now at 10 millimeters height of cut, and hopefully next week we'll be able to see some actual results. So the basic rundown is that yesterday I put down some Primo Max, spiked it with a bit of nitrogen. That was 20 mils of Primo per 100 square meters. I did that in 4 liters of water with 50 grams of Novatec NMAX Solube in that mix as well. And that's basically that. I wanted to put down some guano boost today just to help with some stress relief as well, but I think the rain might help that anyway. So the rain has just started. I just want to show you from the other side, and then we'll call it a vid. It's looking alright, some dry spots here and there, and that's because I sculpted the living heck out of it over the last few weeks, and that's that. Like, subscribe, share this with your buddies, and we will see you next weekend. Cheers.
No matter the circumstances, you're still going to end the weekend off right.